So I decided to come to CBA. There were many reasons, but my dad was one of the first graduating classes here, and he's like one of my biggest inspirations. So I kind of felt like this was going to be the perfect place for me, and also when I walked in here, I just knew that it was the place I wanted to be. The counseling office here at CBA has been a great help to me. I really didn't know what I wanted to do up until really the beginning of this year. I would come up with some colleges that just weren't my fit, and I thought they were, but they were the people to tell me that I should look other places, and they were right. Ending up at Fordham, I think, is going to be a great thing for me, and it probably never would have happened if it wasn't for the counseling office. So the things that CBA has offered to me, and some of the classes that I've taken, something that I like about CBA is it offers a wide variety of classes to take, especially as a senior. And when I walked into economics this year, I really knew that that's kind of what I wanted to do, something around that. And kind of just the environment here at CBA Fordham reminded me of it, and it really made the decision pretty easy for me. There's been some classes here at CBA that have been more difficult than others, but just because they were more difficult didn't mean that I didn't like them as much. And sometimes those difficult classes had the teachers that impacted me the most. One of those would be the one I mentioned earlier, economics with Mr. Santos. I feel like it's just the type of class that suits me the best. It started off, I wasn't doing too well, but then I realized what he was asking for. I went to him for help, and he helped me do that. But the academic, it's not an easy school for sure, but I think it'll prepare me very well for college. But once you start service, it's really hard to stop. And it makes you feel like a better person in general. So I definitely recommend doing as many service hours as you can. I'm a member of the golf team, and that's something that's really kept me. It's something at CBA that I've really loved to be part of. This is my last year, so it's a little sad, but it's good to have that base. After school, you don't want to just go home right away. So having golf or another sport or a club or whatever it may be, it's just something that really builds your whole character here at CBA. Working with those students, it reminds me how great CBA has brought me up to be, especially through that sense of passing my knowledge on to others and trying to help them be successful. So that's probably the most impactful for me. Before this, I never had a defined schedule every day that I could go do and be comfortable with, but through my time at CBA, I've really found that schedule, and it's really just, I think it's prepared me really well for the next steps. Something that I'm really going to miss about CBA is just the warmth that the school brings you. I'm not sure what college is going to be like, but CBA really makes you feel at home when you're here. Every time you walk into a classroom, the teacher always greets you with a smile. They're smaller classes, so you always feel like you have a relationship with your teachers and your classmates. So I really think I'm just going to miss all of CBA uses the word brotherhood, and I think that's a perfect example of it. I'm really going to miss that brotherhood. My best piece of advice for freshmen coming into CBA would be to just give it a chance. Don't come into here with any thoughts that it's not going to work out, that you're going to want to transfer. You got to give it time, because it's not going to happen right away. So you have to give it a chance, and you have to get involved, because that's one of the biggest things. I think that if you don't get involved, it's hard to really make those friendships and make those relationships that you wouldn't have without it.